Howdy folks, welcome. This is the second video in the series. The first video was some tone samples and kind of a quick review on this guitar, which I do like. For the price around $100, you can get the mahogany body, maple neck, and I do like the frets cut. But anyway, I'm going to do a lot of mods on it, and I'll go ahead and show you what I'm going to do. The body's going to have a turquoise top. We'll go with the black. The turquoise, what I want to do is get it on the curve so you can see the black edge right here around and the back. And the reason I picked satin on these is because I'm going to top these with this 2K Clear, or 2K Clear Glamour. This is a two-part epoxy spray. You'll put this cap on the bottom, pop it, follow the instructions. You got to use a mask that's rated for this stuff. It's dangerous stuff. So you definitely want to use the right vented area and mask for this. Let me just say that. And proper drying times on this, but I'll go over that when I do it. But here's the primer. I'll prime it, sand it, prime it. Well, actually, because this is mahogany, we'll have to wood fill it in there. But anyway, that's it for the body. The neck, I'm going to mix some stain. Let's see here. Anyway, I don't see it, but it's a couple of oil-based stains that are some like a burgundy, a red, and an orange that I'll mix with some boiled linseed oil. So I'll sand this and then stain it kind of a deep red. So with the black, turquoise, and kind of a deep red neck, that would look really cool. And then to finish it, I've got some of this. Finish the neck. I'll make my own decal. This guitar is actually going to be called let me show you the wiring here real quick too. It's Electravolt 90 DeLuxe. So there's what the wiring's going to look. It's kind of a 50s inspired guitar, but I'll have let me see what else, tape, regular stuff, the pinstripe tape to make a clean edge between the turquoise and the black. Here is the pick guard. So I'll have to, I'm going to have to cut the pick guard, of course. I'm going to use a Dremel and then a block with, well, I have a scroll saw, so I'll probably use a scroll saw to get it close, and then I'll use a block of wood with sandpaper on it to get the edge just right to where the pickup fits. Here's the back cover plate, which they didn't drill for that, which is nice, so that I can just put my own. Here's the switches. They'll be they're on switches. This is how this wiring works, and there's two of them. It's like same size switch like that EVH has in it. Then I have Dunlop super pots. I've got two of these, of course. Now these, a note on these is they don't ground to the case they won't ground to your pickup cover or your cavity when you screw them in. So you'll have to definitely run a ground from the back of this to your cavity and everything. So there's the two of those. Here is the P90. I have two of them. They're both wound for bridge, and they will be, right here, of course, and one down at the bottom. And they're both wound for bridge because I have what this is a single coil. I will show you one real quick. But there's the 3.81 ohm, okay, 3.81. It's almost 4K. These are 10s, so I have it in series to go through each one in series through this, which should work because these pickups are so bigger value. The let's see here. Okay, I can show you what this pickup looks like. This is what the coil looks like in there. It's use a hair dryer. You can heat the glue, take the magnets off, and then the steel pins, you just pull those out with the pliers, and then you end up with the blank coil. This one's 7K, but I think this is like an old center pickup of an Ibanez or something. But let's see. I think that's it. I've got a, well, here you go. This is the, and I'll let you know, make sure this is the right tremolo block. I mean, these are nice heavy. This is a standard upgrade I always do. So this is a more narrow than your standard, you know, your American or some of your Mexican Strats. So this is a little bit more narrow block. I'll let you know when I get to this if this fits, make sure it fits. But this is awesome upgrade. And then I have the bone nuts that I'll sand to fit this, put them in, but I've got a couple of those, and I believe that's about it. I kind of got inspiration for this guitar from you know, reading this book right here, The Birth of Loud. It's a good book, and they cover, you know, Fender and Les Paul, and kind of the rivalry and the companionship they had at the same time. You know, where Fender was more of an inventor, he didn't play as much, and well, you know, Les Paul came up with the log first, and everybody laughed at him by putting the, you know, basically cutting an old Epiphone and sticking it on the sides to make a semi-hollow body guitar. It's real interesting, and pickups, you know, they go back to the 30s really. Rickenbacker, actually everybody and his brother had different style pickups, and even humbucker style technology, kind of the way this works, and it's kind of neat until the patents came out and stuff. But anyway, this kind of shows the story between mainly Les Paul and Leo Fender, and they're traveling around, and it inspired me to kind of make a 50s inspired Strat with the older P90s in it. And I like the full sound of these, and you know, with the coil in the center, I'll be able to use it with you know, higher output amp, you know, on those settings. Yeah, I guess that's about it. If you'd like to follow along, I'm going to start tearing it down, and the next video will probably be me working the body, and I'll work on the neck and the pick guard. But it'll probably take a couple months to finish this, because there's, you know, drying times for this before I can apply this, and then this has to cure before I could start doing the assembly and stuff like that. So it'll mainly be that, you know, before the final assembly. Anyhow, that's about it. Thanks for watching.